What's going on, everybody? It's Taylor Roberts and welcome to another episode of Off the Deep End. If you're just joining us for the first time, we just finished our very first deep dive on this channel with our deep dive artist being Lana Del Rey. There's a link right up here where you can find the full complete playlist of our Lana Del Rey deep dive. And the next artist we're getting ready to do is Marina. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell button so you get notifications of when those new videos drop. Hop on over to Instagram, Twitter, give me a follow. I'm gonna follow you back. Guys, I just wanted to make this video. It's just kind of a wrap up to our deep dive. I just wanted to talk about, things I liked about certain albums, things I didn't like about certain albums, ranking the albums, some of my favorite songs, some of my least favorite songs, all of that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be just a short, simple, quick video, but I feel like I owe it to you guys to let you know, my thoughts looking on the whole entire thing. So let's just go ahead and get started with ranking tracks 1 through 6. 6 being the least favorite, 1 being my number 1 favorite. For number 6, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with Lust for Life. Now I know there's a lot of mixed reactions when I put that video out about being like, oh, how could he hate Lust for Life? He didn't even listen to the lyrics. How could he hate Lust for Life? You have to listen to the lyrics. And there's other people who are like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The lyrics are beautiful in Lust for Life. I mean, there's no denying that. The lyrics, Lana's lyrics in all of her songs are always beautiful. There's no denying beautiful lyrics. But I feel beautiful lyrics don't make a complete song. You know what I mean? You could have beautiful lyrics on a song, but if nothing else is really kind of falling into play there, you need all the elements. And yes, some of the songs on Lust for Life did have all those elements. There's certain songs that I loved on there. Lust for Life with The Weeknd, I enjoyed that one. Summer Bummer was another one I liked, and Heroin was a good one. Some of the songs I disliked on that album was Coachella and Tomorrow Never Came. And my biggest thing with that album was that it just felt there was something missing. There was something that was slightly off that, the rest of the Lana albums had, but this one just didn't seem. And I think what that was is the cohesiveness of it. Now I understand the album was a fan tribute. It was for the fans. It was music for the fans. So I could see how, fan bases could pick and choose, what kind of songs they want on there and make their own track list based off that. I get that. I get that mashup. But at the same time, I still feel like it should be cohesive. Each album is its own individual story, and whether it's the lyrics, whether it's the music, whether it's anything that goes in with making the overall feeling of the album, just felt a little disconjointed. Wasn't my favorite album. Doesn't mean it's a bad album. It's not a bad album, just wasn't my favorite. For number 5, I'm gonna say Paradise. Even though Paradise isn't really a full album, and I know that it was paired up with Born to Die for the Paradise edition. But it's its own little EP. So I'm gonna put Paradise at number 5. I just thought it was a nice little bridge, from the Born to Die era to the Ultraviolence era. It gave us a little taste of what was gonna happen in Ultraviolence, but still staying in its roots of Born to Die. And some of my favorite songs off Paradise was Gods and Monsters, Bel Air, Ride. Some of my least favorite was Yayo and Blue Velvet. Like I said, I know Blue Velvet is a cover. I just feel like there's a lot of times she does covers and they just don't seem to work. It doesn't feel like authentic Lana, you know what I mean? Because it's someone else's work. Number 4, I got Born to Die. Born to Die was a great, kind of launching album for Lana Del Rey. It gave us basically what we could expect from her career. It's a nice little introduction into the larger music world. I know she was probably known a little bit before Born to Die. Born to Die is really the album that kind of launched her into this larger view of the music career. My favorite songs off Born to Die, I'm gonna have to say Off to the Races is probably my number 1 favorite song off Born to Die. But then you got Blue Jeans and actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna say Dark Paradise is my number 1 favorite song off Born to Die. Off to the Races is my second, and Blue Jeans is my third. Some of the songs I didn't like on Born to Die was, This Is What Makes Us Girls and $1 Million Man. I just felt like this is what makes us girls. Just, it didn't close the album in the way that the album opened. And I mean, it's not to take anything away from the song. I think it's just me in general just being like, we opened it big, we should have closed it big as well, you know? But you know, Born to Die, I really love the hip hop elements to it, the lyrics, everything about it. Born to Die is a good, solid album. At number 3, I have Ultraviolence. Now hear me out. Ultraviolence is a damn good album. I'm not gonna deny Ultraviolence isn't a good album. It was a huge leap from her Born to Die sound into this 70s psychedelic rock and roll type vibe that it gave off, which was amazing. I loved seeing that transition from that hip hop era into this more rock era. And it's a little more cinematic as well. So we kind of see that evolution of her cinematic side as well. But you know, there's some songs on there that I didn't really feel necessarily could be there. And I'm talking about the deluxe album, not the actual release album. You know, like Guns N' Roses. I don't feel like that fit on the album at all. I understand why it's a bonus deluxe track. The album could have done without it. And The Other Woman, I don't know, I didn't care for The Other Woman that much. But some of the songs I did love off of Ultraviolence is Shades of Cool. Shades of Cool was a fucking trip. Shades of Cool is a trip. West Coast is my second favorite song. Just that beat switch up right there was just so, you know, unexpected. It's definitely a standout song, and I really liked Fucked My Way Up to the Top. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's the bluntness of it. I don't know what it is. I just really like that song. Such a powerful like song. A lot. But yes, Ultraviolence is in my top 3 Lana Del Rey albums. Okay, now we're getting down to 2 and 1. Oh, for number 2, I put Honeymoon for number 2. Just because I felt like Honeymoon again was another transition point from Ultraviolence into Honeymoon, and Honeymoon is a lot more cinematic album, and I love cinematic albums. Like, cinematic albums are my thing, and I feel like that cinematic feel was explored in Ultraviolence, but it wasn't refined and shaped into the cinematic form that it gives off in Honeymoon. And in Honeymoon, she gives us all of the sounds that we're used to. We got hip hop vibes, we got rock vibes, we got classic pop vibes, we got everything up until that Honeymoon point we've gotten from her. Some of my favorite songs off of Honeymoon was High by the Beach, Freak was another one, and Salvatore. Salvatore was A-okay in my book. Some of the worst ones, again, another cover with Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. Again, I don't really feel like when she's singing covers, you know, the covers are nice, but I just don't feel like they're authentic Lana, you know, because it's someone else's work, so she's singing somebody else's work, and yes, she's reworked it in her own way, but you know, when she's singing from her own lyrics, it gives a different feel, if that makes sense. And God knows I try. It's not a bad song, I just feel it's one of the weaker songs on that album. So that means, you know, number 1 is Norman fucking Rockwell, which you guys were all about Norman fucking Rockwell, and now I'm all about Norman fucking Rockwell. Amazing album. It was straight cohesive album. Again, very cinematic. A lot of different influences going into the songs, but yet still having the same influences she's brought in throughout her prior work. I feel like she kind of reached the top of her lyricism, her production, the instruments, all of that. I felt like she took what she learned from those albums, made this album, and you know, that was the peak right now. We're at the peak of her work. Some of my favorite songs off of Norman fucking Rockwell was Venice Bitch. I love that it's about 9 minutes long, but it's such a trip listening to that song. It's amazing how many elements have gone into that song in the way that's structured, with lyrics and then just straight instruments, and then bringing that lyrics back in to close out the song was beautiful. beautiful. Fuck It, I Love You is a very beautiful song. Her vocals in that were just top notch, especially when she goes into those high kind of falsetto notes in the chorus. Beautiful, beautiful. California, another one. Bartender was another one that I liked. And you know, trying to figure out the worst ones that I didn't care for was really hard, because I liked all of the songs on Norman fucking Rockwell. So it really just came down to which songs I liked least in the songs that I liked, you know? So what I came up with was Hope is a Dangerous Thing. It's a good song. I just like it a little less than a majority of the songs on Norman fucking Rockwell, but it's still a good song. But yeah, that's it for you know, me ranking the albums. 6 Lust for Life, 5 Paradise, 4 Born to Die, 3 Ultraviolence, 2 Honeymoon, and 1 Norman fucking Rockwell. Last, I just want to talk about the music videos real quick. I just want to let you guys know what my favorite music video was out of all of the music videos that we watched, and I'm gonna have to say the Blue Jeans music video for sure is my top favorite music video out of all the music videos. Just how beautifully shot it was, the imagery in it, the symbolism. It was just very beautiful to me. I don't know what else I can say about it. It just, you know, I feel like that video has stuck with me more than a lot of the other videos have. That's it, guys. I just wanted to give you that little roundup, let you guys know where I was at mentally with all the songs. But let me know down in the comments, you know, what your favorite albums are, what your favorite songs are off the albums. Go ahead and rank the albums as well. Like the video, share the video. After this video, I'm taking a week off. I'm gonna be working on some stuff on the channel and for you guys as well. I got a couple things lined up that I'm gonna do, such as Discord for the community, Patreon, and prepping for our next deep dive. If you don't know, we're going into a marina deep dive next, and that is going to start on June 29th. So next Monday, June 29th is when we will drop the first marina deep dive, and I'll keep you guys updated throughout the week. There's going to be a little bit of change in the viewing schedule and all of that. I'm trying to make everything a little bit more consistent so you guys know what to expect, everything like that. I'm taking a week off to make things better for you guys, basically is what I'm saying. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell button so you get notifications of when these new videos drop. Hop on over to Instagram and Twitter, give me a follow. I'm going to follow you back. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me, and I am looking forward to coming on more journeys with you as well. Last but not least, I haven't decided yet, but I might have a little surprise video drop on Friday, but we'll see. We'll see.